So you watch some videos on YouTube or you listen to them because you want to benefit from them. You either get some emotions, fun or something like that, or knowledge. Emotions, fun, motivation, insights, or knowledge and some understanding from that. So basically, I really think that again, before bringing any kind of material, you think how can it benefit my students, not from only the English side but also from life sides. Maybe this video should be replaced with some different one because it's not in my area of in the area of interest of my students, so maybe it should be replaced. So basically, even before you bring something to listen, you ask yourself these questions, and they can be fixated, like concluded and wrapped up at the post-production section. So a couple of words more about the content which you bring, and then I guess we'll wrap this up. So again, why you can raise this question in the post discussion of the video, because again, each video has to benefit to your student, not only from English side but from the life side. So the video and the material must be interesting and relevant and up to date, I would say. This way your students will feel that their time is used in the most efficient way, because if they even listen to some information but which is not up to date, for example, if you're discussing how to solve some issue and you show them the video how this issue was solved in General Electric company in 1980, like, come on, yeah, it feels like the waste of time because information is not that modern. One more reason for wasting, for feeling like, you know, this video is not fully satisfying your students and it might have been more interesting, it is that this video doesn't belong to the delight zone of your students. I initially wanted to write the pleasure zone, but it could be about different issue. But delight zone, it means the area of interest of your students where they get emotions they need, or where they got some knowledge they need. So I would highly recommend you to bring videos which are not only good for listening, for practice listening, but also very interesting for your students. This way they will be interested and they will be very happy to actually discuss it in the post-production. They will be listening more carefully when production, and here they will be more intrigued and motivated and anticipating to watch it because it is in their delight zone. Okay, so basically, to wrap everything up, exact tools, exact exercises, how you can work with video audio and develop listening abilities for students, creating some framework for these activities. Because yes, at home they can listen that by themselves, but they will just be doing that in a more natural way, like watching TV, you know. But in the lesson you push your students to concentrate better on some aspects of this video, for example, through giving key phrases or words, and you make your students to work out them somehow. Then you mute it, and again you make your students to turn on their attention, their fantasy, their ideas on the video, and then they will be watching it with more interest in order to find similarities. Again, it can be one of the post-production, yeah, after they have watched it, so you see how many similarities between their variant of the scenario of this video, which they composed when it was muted, and to the real one. The third, it creates subtitles. It goes to the post-production part, and it's like your students, when they are creating subtitles, they have to listen to that for like 10-20 times, and it's very efficient, and listen attentively, carefully. Then role plays. What do I mean by role plays? That the best experience happens when your students actually perform what they have heard, what they think must be said in this video. Again, the higher they are involved, the more they remember, and the more attentively they listen to it, and it brings big fun, and it gives the variety to your lesson, because your students have been sitting on their workplaces for 9 hours, and then, for example, 1 or 1.5 hour of your class. So the organism wants to stand up and have some more active blood flow, more energy, and more blood comes to the brain, and your students become more motivated, more energized, more efficient. This way, my favorite word, efficiency. And of course, what your students just have to do: listen, listen, listen. Listen, listen, listen. That's the key to success. You know, these steps are very simple. I cannot say that I have discovered the America for you here. No, and basically everybody knows that in order to get better at listening, you must listen. But just why not all of people, why minority of people achieve their results and get some progress? Because they do. Others just find excuses of not doing that. And if you fixate, if you give some home task for your students to listen to something and they don't do it, you just warn your student that, guys, I accept it, but because you're adult people, I cannot make you, and I'm not going to do that. But you just have to admit and accept it that you're not going to have the skill. So listen is the key. Listen like analytics, and listen just relaxed listening. Both are efficient, especially when combined. Okay, so basically resources of this training, you can find the notes of this training if you follow the link, and there will be the notes, some theoretical points, and the most important, some resources I would recommend for listening. And of course, variety of listening on different topics you can find on TED, this TED channel, and basically on YouTube as well. So TED, YouTube. Okay, yeah, if you have any questions, any comments on anything, I will be glad to get them to answer your questions. And now, in the end of this training, please pull out that paper with your expectations to it and read them and look at what of your targets have you achieved. What kind of targeted information have you got? And I will send you the sheet to give the feedback to this training, and basically to every training, because that's what I currently think of this issue. But with your feedbacks, I guess I will be developing even more in presenting some material and in this topic in particular. Okay, so basically, thank you very much for your attention, for watching this training, and thank you very much for joining the team and staying tuned in. Of course, you use some parts, take some notes, analyze this training after I have finished. In a couple of hours, remember and analyze this training and highlight 2 or 3 ideas or thoughts or techniques you are going to actually take and implement in your classes, like next time you teach, tomorrow, then tomorrow, because if you don't do it, even if you have taken some notes, we don't usually reread our notes. But if we have made some conclusions or some ideas, some insight, oh yeah, I should try this, just do that immediately. Again, changes and progress comes with doing. That's why I have recorded this training for you, to get the information and start actually implementing, doing it, and increasing your teaching. Okay, so thank you very much. Just enjoy your day or your evening, and see you on the next training, How to Teach Speaking, which is going to be very soon. Okay, so bye bye.